On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
It's a relationship with the same old traumas and same old behaviors and getting the same results from women also. That's all I was saying.
Okay.
But the women are loud. But the women are louder about it. They're louder about the lack of good men out there. They're louder. You hear more women complaining there aren't good men out here for us. I'm out here looking for a good man. I can't find him. I consistently keep running into the same kind of guys. Well,
because a lot of women aren't changing their standards and they're out there dealing, yes, tolerating the same bullshit over and over again and expecting different results.
Well,
but I wasn't denying.
Wait. I just want to stay with what Anton was saying because I think that's important, Lady T, honestly. Why, and you can answer, well, I don't know if you can answer from a man's perspective, but why is it that when women, because he brought up a very good point, when women leave relationships, I'll say 8 times out of they done already scoped out, and to his point, they're already in another relationship.
To figure out what your issue is.
Is that just women?
Listen.
So what are men supposed to do?
Wait. Clearly, it's just women.
Hold on, wait. Why do we
don't have any self-reflection?
I'm entitled to ask a question.
How come when we're talking specifically about women, why don't we just keep it there? That
because
reminds
we're not only speaking about women.
That reminds me of when I'm having a conversation with a child, and you dealing with them. And you say, hey, why you ain't wash the dishes? And she say, well, my brother didn't do it. No, we talking about you.
Well, I'm not your child, and we're having discourse about men and women.
As a child, which means that it's juvenile to do that.
So horrible.
We're speaking about both men and women.
Men's bad behavior.
We're speaking about
the post did have men and women on there.
Yeah. So,
and that's the problem with women. Is that so busy trying to compare themselves with men instead of trying to understand how they can do things differently to get different results. Listen, when I'm sitting and kicking it, I'm not trying to fucking compare myself to a woman. I'm not saying, but women do it too. No, men do men things. And so when we address men issues, we don't compare them to women. And so why y'all trying to compare yourself to men?
Let's read the question. When a man breaks up versus when a woman
direct question to you. Why do y'all compare yourself to men?
Nobody's comparing themselves to men.
I'm not comparing myself to women. No,
she was speaking about men in men's context.
Well, no, but you guys just said I don't think you guys are listening to each other because you guys literally just said, so what about when men break up? Why don't they take time to reflect? I mean,
that's what the question is. But so why are we changing the question?
We're not changing it. The question
is a comparison between how men break up.
We always go down
one at a time.
We go down a rabbit hole for every question. This is not new. And what you're doing right now is you're trying to change the subject in order to deflect from the fact that I asked you a direct question that you refuse to answer. Why do you compare yourself to men?
I asked the question.
Talking to you.
One at a time. Hey, yo, hold on. They cannot hear us if we all talking, y'all. Come on.
They always do that. They want to deflect.
So what
back
question
to
did you ask me?
Knowing that we specifically go down a rabbit hole and we deep dive into all of these issues, and all of a sudden we wanted to come back because she did not.
Anton, what did you ask me?
Why do women, when we address specific issues, always revert back and they never answer the question directly? Why do y'all compare yourself to men?
Well, I can't answer that question because I'm not comparing myself to a man. I'm literally answering. I'm answering.
You just did it.
Are you going to let me finish?
I heard you.
Okay.
And you just did it. You compared yourself to a man. Good.
Look,
I'm with that. Listen, any woman that don't like they can't get their point across, go ahead and just turn your fucking camera off because we don't care. We got enough people on the panel to be able to.
You got to give the opportunity.
That don't mean because, bro, that don't mean nothing.
But
just
brother,
because
you got to give her the opportunity.
Like I get it, you're emotionally charged tonight, but you don't need to start carrying on and.
But lady,
unnecessary.
We were talking about women. No, but we was talking about women, and then you said
we were talking about both. I get it.
Hold on. The original question was about both. Then it branched off into, well, if women need to sit back and reflect to figure out as to why, when they break up with one man, what Anton said, you guys need to sit down and take a break and figure out why I keep losing men for this reason. And then and then Kayla and Lady said, what about men? That's why he said, and then that's what he said. Why do you guys want to be men? We're not talking about men. There's no need to ask what about men. We asked
but Anton made his point, and I don't have shit to say about it. So we're moving on.
No, Kayla.
I specifically asked, are women supposed to sit in the corner
Kayla.
for a year and cry?
Kayla,
and he made his point. I didn't have nothing to say about that. So I moved on to what I did have something to say about was, do men need to sit in the corner as well?
Okay, Kayla.
Okay, we get off track. Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
Man, we still trying to be. Look, Kayla. Wait, Kayla. The thing is, I'm gonna just be honest. Every time somebody have a question for a woman in this panel, you like to interject yourself in there, and that's look. And I'm just being funky with you.
Well, what question, Logic?
No, you just interject yourself with these like remarks. You'll just say stuff, and it'll cloud the whole, and it'll get crazy. So I'm just saying, hold up. He asked a direct question to Lady T, and then now Lady T sit here and told a bold-faced lie, like she didn't do it. You, ma'am. Look, man, everything we good, but ma'am, you actually did it. You said when he asked you a question, you said, "What about men?"
He made a statement, and I said, "Are men supposed to do that also?" That is what I said.
He made a statement. Let's be very specific. He made a statement. We were talking about when women move on, they usually have a man. Why do women do that? That was the question, had nothing to do with men. And then that's when you tried to compare it to, well, don't men. So it was a specific question.
Before that, she said that women don't do that.
Hold on, Kayla.
Don't always move on immediately. Is that not what you said, lady?
Kayla, let Courtney and Lady have it. We don't need tag team right now. Just let them have it.
So what he said was, you need to, instead of going from relationship to relationship, more women need to take time to themselves to see why they keep getting the same results and finding the same dudes over and over again. I didn't disagree. However, I said, is that not something that men need to do also?
Yes.
So that's what happened. Exactly. So that's what I said. It wasn't me comparing myself to guys. But let's not act as though there aren't men that are hopping from relationship to relationship with the same old traumas and same old behaviors and getting the same results from women also. That's all I was saying.
Okay.
But the women are loud. But the women are louder about it. They're louder about the lack of good men out there. They're louder. You hear more women complaining there aren't good men out here for us. I'm out here looking for a good man. I can't find him. I consistently keep running into the same kind of guys. Well,
because a lot of women aren't changing their standards, and they're out there tolerating the same bullshit over and over again and expecting different results.
Well,
but I wasn't denying.
Wait. I just want to stay with what Anton was saying because I think that's important, Lady T, honestly. Why, and you can answer, well, I don't know if you can answer from a man's perspective, but why is it that when women, because he brought up a very good point, when women leave relationships, I say 8 times out of they done already scoped out, and to his point, they're already in another relationship.